Aqilah, can you hear me? Aqilah, are you able to hear me? Aqilah, can you hear me? I hope you can. We start with the first one, but you don't need to represent a number line yet. Can you just try? You can hear me, right, Aqilah?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. We try to revise just very quickly. Can you try question 1A without representing a number line? 1ABC, I think we do this.
X is for A, X is equals 2 or less than 4.
Okay, great. All right. Can you try the next one, B? Then we'll go to more difficult sums shortly. Okay, we start with this warm up. You okay, Kila? Are you okay?
Yeah. For B, I'm just a little bit confused. Is
Okay.
X more than negative 2.333?
More than or less than? Okay. So can I? Have you written down your working?
Yeah.
Can you either take a snapshot or okay? Yeah, just hold on. Just hold on. Okay. Thank you. Hold on. So let us have a look. Now, okay, so I'm gonna mark this way, okay? You brought the, hold on, I cannot see it, okay. You brought the negative x over, so it becomes plus x, so negative 3x, correct? Minus 6, you bring over, become plus 6, correct? And then, remember, when you divide by a negative number, you need to do the flip. See, you are dividing by negative 3, you see? Correct. You're going to divide by negative, oh, okay, you have not divided by negative 3 yet. Sorry. Okay, so you divide by 3, and then down here, when you divide by negative 3, you have to do the flip here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the rule is, when you divide by a negative number, you have to do that flip in the sign. Now, I'm going to prove it to you. Maybe you might say, but is this really true? Okay, so I'm gonna do it the other way. Watch, okay. So now, how am I gonna?
For the flipping thing, is it just for division?
Yeah, if you multiply to. Okay, so down here, let's watch. I am now gonna bring this over. Okay, this one over the other side. So I'm gonna write here 4x minus x, right?
Yeah.
You agree? Because I brought it over, then minus 13, I bring it over there, becomes 13 minus 6. Correct? There is no flipping yet because there's no division here. So now I get 3x. 13 minus 6 is 7. Okay, what does this mean? This means it's 3x less than 7. Can you see now?
Yeah.
The sign is inverse already. Do you see the logic? So now x is 7/3, but the sign is this way because I'm not dividing by anything negative. Does it make sense to you? So every time you divide by a negative number, down here you're correct because you did not divide by, down here actually when you put it, there needs to be a minus sign. Because there's a minus here. And then it becomes plus down here. So minus divided by minus, you get plus, right? Okay. So only thing take note of this. Okay, are we okay? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, we move to the next one. Hold on. Share this thing. Okay, we try C. We try C. Well, sorry, just before C, can you do me a favor? This is a number line. Just now you say the first one is x is smaller than or equal to 4, right? So imagine, let's say this is 0, this is -4, and this is +4. How are you going to draw it on a number line? Can you show? Can you annotate over here?
I can't move the thing.
Okay, you tell me what to do. I will. Your answer was like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now what do? I want to represent it on the number line as they want to, as they instructed. So what do I do? You tell me, I'll be your robot.
Make a line at 4.
Make a line.
Yeah.
What do I do? Cross, put a circle?
Put a circle.
Put a circle and then?
And then put an arrow
backwards.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
So is it okay? That's the answer?
Yeah.
Okay, what you have shown is the answer for this. X is less than 4. In order to include the equal, what must you do? You must color the circle. Okay, so this means equal. Are you okay? If let's say now I have down here is the -6, and then they say x equals to -6, and they ask you to represent this on the number line, you just draw a circle and shade it. Okay. All right, you try question C now.
For C, do we need to make the denominator the same?
No need. No need. I'm gonna show you two methods in a moment, but you can get rid of 5 by multiplying 5 here. Then you must also multiply 5 over here, because this is like a seesaw. Remember, if let's say this is let's say whatever weight, and you times this by 2, and the thing is balanced with some box, you also need to times this by 2 to maintain the balance. But why do we want to times by 5? Because we want to get rid of the 5. So after that, you can times by 3 to get rid of the 3. Then you must times the other side also. Are we okay?
Okay. Yeah.
You okay, Aqilah?
Yeah, I'm doing it. For the final answer, do we need to round up to how many decimals?
Okay. No. Don't. So what's the answer?
X is less than, equals or less than to 1.15.
1,
1.15.
1.15, something like that, is it?
Yeah.
Is this your answer? Can you show me your working again?
Yeah.
Can you push it up slightly? Okay. Hold on, just don't move. All right, thanks. Okay. This is the one, right, Aqilah?
Yeah.
So let us check. So you times this by 5. No, you cancel the 5. So down here times by 5. And then after that you times by 3. No. What did you do down here? Hold on. I can't really see this thing. Down here you times by 5, right? But you put 5 on top and 5 below.
Yeah.
But you type on top and below, you still have the 5. You see, once you cancel this 5, you must just times by 5. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
So okay, you want me to show you or how?
No, I think I got it. Can I redo it again?
Sure. Okay. Let me show you the. Because if you do 5 and over 5, that means you're multiplying by 1. And once you multiply by 1, it's the same number. 5 over 5 is 1, right?
But the other side, is it like we need to
So okay, so the other side you must also times by 5. So what happens? Okay, so maybe I'll just show you the first part. Okay, so down here now you multiply by 5, right?
Mhm.
You must also multiply by 5 here. You can just write bracket on here, bracket 5. This means multiply, right? So at the end of it, this disappears. Now down here you need to multiply by 3 to get rid of it. Down here you can just put the 3 down here. Are you confused?
Oh no. Oh,
So in
okay.
other words,
I think I got it.
you will get something like this: 3 bracket blah 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 greater than equals to 5 bracket blah blah blah. Okay, no denominator. I mean the denominator will be 1 lah, but you don't need to write it, right? Yeah.
Mr. Shahid, I still need help.
No problem, no problem. Can you just show me what you have done? Okay, higher a little. Okay, don't move, don't move. Okay, thank you. Okay, this is the one, right?
Yeah.
So, but you are putting the 5 again. Are you putting the 5? You means you times 5 on top, times 5 below. Oh, this is the earlier one, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
that one.
Yeah, this is okay. You are okay with this?
Or for this one?
This one now, yes, right? You are here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So down, so you
Just
times by
confused
3.
about the other side.
Okay, no problem. This side now, remember there was a 3 here. So when you times 3, you cancel what this two. It's gone.
So the 5 from the other side doesn't apply to the
apply. You see, okay, we look on this side first. On this side, down here in the beginning is like this, right? You times this by 5, you times this by 5. To be fair. So this 5 is gone. Now this have the denominator of 1, right? Which means you can write this 6x minus 1 above without the denominator, just like that, right? But down here there's a 3. You want to get rid of the 3 also, so we times this by 3. When we times this by 3, we get rid of it, but we also need to times this by 3. That's why it is multiplied by 3 here. It becomes like this. But the other side, remember the 3 disappears. Because why did we times it by 3? You want to get rid of the denominator. Correct, right? You get what I'm saying? So down here now, okay, let me just clear the hold on. So down here now, there was a 3 here. It's gone. So we can expand lah. So I think that the reason why you get the thing is because you multiply by 3 again. So 6 times 3, 9 times 3, 45, but there's no x, you see. 45 without an x. Are you okay? Then 5 times 2, 10x over here. Okay. And there's a minus, right? So now we can bring the x over lah. 10x you bring over becomes plus 10x, right? So down here become 18x plus 10x. This, are you okay with this?
Yeah.
All right, plus, plus, and then minus 3 you bring over becomes plus 3. 45 becomes 48 lah. So 28x is greater than or equal to 48. You can divide and you will get, I think, how much we get? 3.5, is it? No, not 3.5. Let me just check. You'll get 157. Do you get that?
Yeah, I just calculated.
Okay. So it's okay, no problem. We have there's so many sums on algebra, but do you understand the concept? We want to make it easy so we can cancel. I can show you a shortcut, but I'm just worried that you might get confused. So maybe the next time I'll show you a shortcut. It's called a seesaw method. I better not tell you anything about it. Okay. So, but you understand why we need to get rid of the denominator, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The other way, if you want, you asked me earlier, do you need to make the denominator the same? Well, if you make the denominator the same, let us see what happens. Down here, if you make the denominator the same, you have, maybe you're confused by that lah. Okay, no problem. You times this by 3. You have to times this by 3, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Now you times this by 5. Then you have to times this side by 5. So that means you can say that this is equals to this because denominator is same. Can you see it's the same thing? So if you feel more comfortable having the same denominator, so your final one will be something like this, 3, 6x minus 1 over 15 greater than equal to 5, 9 minus 2x, right? Over 15. Maybe you are used to this method. If you use this method, no problem. You can use this method too. No issues. Sometimes there's a few ways of doing it over 15. So this means that this top part here, because the denominator is the same, right? This corresponds to this, which is what we are doing here. Can you see that? 3 bracket 6x minus 1, 5, 9x, 9 minus 2x. Are we okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to use the sum common denominator, can, but you don't need to actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So we go back to the next one. You try now question number 2. Okay. Question number 2. You know what's prime numbers, right? Numbers that can be divided by 1 and itself. Can you give me an example of prime number?
2.
2. Okay. Is 1 a prime number? 1? No,
yes.
Because 1 can divide by 1 and itself, and 1 itself is the same thing. So it's not. The smallest prime number is 2. The biggest prime number we don't know, because it might go in hundreds of thousands, millions, we don't know. They are discovering it as we go. So you try now.
What do they mean when they say find all the prime numbers that satisfy the inequality?
So you imagine this like equal sign. Imagine. Yeah. So you will get like x equals to example, x equals to 20. Okay, then that is very clear, right? But if let's say you get x smaller than 20, that means that they want to know in this range of value of x, what are the prime numbers smaller than 20? So you said 2, the answer will be 2. You have to reach this conclusion or something like that first, then you can proceed to the next one. Next step. You okay?
I still kind of confused.
Okay, no problem. So now what I want you to do first step is, can you find what is x smaller than or that thing? Can you reduce it to this form first? You expand first and then reduce it in this form. Then once you reach this one, you tell me what's your answer for this one.
Okay. X is more than 8.67.
More than or less than?
Oh wait,
8.66666. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's either one of these. Now let me tell you why more than is a problem. Okay, you give me what's the prime number more than 8.6?
10.
No, 10 can divide by 2, can divide by 5. You only can divide by 1 in itself. 1 after 10? 11. 11 can divide by 1, divide by itself. The next one after 11 is?
13.
13. And then?
And 17.
17. You know the list is going to continue. It's going to be never ending. So that's why they will never ask you for all the prime numbers unless it has to be less than 8.666. But the question is, do you know where your mistake is? Can you show me? Can you spot your mistake? If not, you got to show me. Can you spot your mistake?
I got kind of confused with the dividing and thing. But
Okay.
I think, yeah, I got it.
You sure not? Are you sure? Okay, you tell me now which part are you confused?
I got confused on whether to flip the sign or not.
Okay. Do you divide by a negative number?
No.
No, you cannot. Remember, only when you divide by a negative number, then you flip the sign.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
So now down here, if x is less than 8.6, what are all the prime numbers? Starting with 2. 2 is the smallest prime number, and then
3. And then 5.
And then
And 7.
that's it. 4 of them.
Yeah.
Can you see why they can ask for all? But if it's more, you're going to have never-ending numbers. Are we okay? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, we try 3A and 3B. Okay.
A is x equals to 6.
Well done. And B? Sorry. Y is?
Hold on. y is negative 3.5.
Well done. Well done. Okay, we do one more, okay? Then we will go into other stuff that is. Can you try B? You okay, Kira?
Yeah, I'm trying. X equals to, oh, sorry, I put 28 instead of 26.
Okay, all right.
X equals to 4, y equals to 1.
Minus 1.
Yeah.
Y is equal to minus 1, right?
Oh, yeah, minus 1,
Okay.
sorry.
All right. So we are gonna jump now. We're gonna try an interesting question here. I want you to look at the pattern down here, number 6. Okay, we might go back to some of the questions we have time. Number 6. Now, can you just expand first this one? 6a. You expand, you tell me what's the answer, and you simplify, expand and simplify.
Is it 2xy minus y squared?
2xy minus y squared. Can you show me? Show me. For this part, we need to get it right. Then we can go to the next. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think you made a mistake in the sign of the xy. So can you just check? Can you spot the mistake? From the glance that I got. Okay, down here. Okay. Okay. So let me show you a method down here. When you have like this, it can be confusing. I want you to put a bracket down here. Don't bother about the change in sign except what is within here first. So we do it together, okay? X times x squared, right? X times y minus xy. Can you see that? X times minus y. This is a minus here, right? Yeah, this is plus is correct. Then this is minus is correct. Okay, yeah. Now, when you simplify, you see minus and plus, this disappears, right? Becomes 0, right? And then once you remove this one minus x. So this one, yeah, this
Just
is
minus y squared.
no, but minus and minus becomes plus.
Plus.
So just y squared. Are you okay?
Okay, yeah, I think I understand.
Okay. Now, what has this got to do with the question? Now, this is an interesting question. You'll be saying, what's so interesting about this question? Okay, here we go. Now, you must remember that at secondary school level, when they test you on this, your answers, your method, your strategy gotta have something to do with this first one, especially when they tell you the word hence, therefore. So can you tell me, do you see what is the value of x? Down here, you correlate x squared, 3000 squared.
Yeah.
X is what?
X is 3000.
So how do you get 3007 here?
X.
Y is how much?
Y is 7.
Okay, now you try to solve it now. I think you can do it. Believe in yourself, yeah? Believe in yourself.
Do you want me to find like the answer?
Yeah, okay. But you don't need to expand and on because you expanded. That's now what's the answer for here?
Y squared.
What's the value of y? No, what's the value of y you found out just a while ago?
7.
So what is 7 squared?
49.
That's your answer.
Oh.
Do you get it now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because can you see this is actually correlated to this one. This one correlates to this one and so on. So they're giving you this question. You got to draw on the steps that you see here and also the final answer. So you don't need to go and expand and whatnot, no? Because this is one way to what? Find the answer without using calculator. All right, we move on. Huh? Are you okay to move on?
Yeah.
We try now another question that this might be a common question. Might be a common test question. Might be. You try now. In order to do this, you have to be confident in yourself in expanding this sort of stuff. So maybe we should go through this one first. I mean, but never mind, we can take a risk and we proceed with expansion. You got no problem, right? Right. So down here. If nothing comes to mind, tell me, because you must have a strategy for this one. You think you have a strategy?
I think so.
Okay, good.
Is the answer for A 81?
81. Hold on. Oh, I have A. This is 7A. No, it's not. But can I see what you have done? Can you show me what you have done? Just give up. See, yeah? Okay, thank you. But I don't see how you get the 81 there. Hold on. Huh? Just a minute. Just a minute. It's not okay. Hold on. Huh? Oh, yeah, yeah. Sorry. Down here now, how do you get the 81? Huh?
So like, I thought like if I squared,
Mhm.
then it will equal to m squared plus
Okay,
n.
all right. Okay, now I'm gonna show you something on the board. For you to, if you know the expansion without doing it. Can you tell me the expansion? The simplified version straight? Do you know?
X squared,
The
x
last one.
and then y squared.
Okay, center
2x plus
2xy lah.
2. Yeah.
Xy plus xy. This part, this thing, you got to be able to memorize. Okay. Now, if I tell you that you need to expand now m plus n square, you know what you get? What do you get?
M squared plus 2mn plus n squared.
Okay. You have already expanded, right? I want you to write your expansion down and to re-look at the question. And I think you can do already. Can you do? Are you able to see now?
I think I got it down.
Okay.
The answer is 65.
Well done. Well done. Can you do B? You know how to expand B? You got to expand B to be able to see.
How do I get m minus 9? I mean m minus n.
Okay. Have you expanded this? M minus n squared? What do you get? You read out to me. What do you get?
I got m square minus 2mn minus n square.
Plus n squared. Minus times minus give you plus. Correct?
Oh,
Can do now?
okay, yeah. Is the answer 49?
Well done. Well done. So you are clear about this one. Do you need me to check your working?
No, it's okay.
Okay, you understand the concept, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes you need to expand, and if you find that if let's say you cannot find the answer, maybe yeah, the working itself there might be some careless mistakes there. Maybe. Okay, so you got to check that out. Okay, we move on to the next one. I won't ask you to do all of this, but you need to know this few, at least number. Okay, we do number A and E. Can you factorize it?
X equals to 5 or x equals to 2.
Sorry, X, my X, sorry, no. X, what's the factorized version? Not equals what? X minus.
X minus 5.
Okay, good.
And
X
then
minus
x
2.
minus 2. Yeah.
Well done. Well done. Huh?
Oh,
Okay, you,
sorry. I thought you said what? Find the x.
okay, so now there are few things here. If you see the word solve, you may want to write down. Huh? If you see the word solve, if you see the word evaluate, all right, this two means you need to find the value of the unknown. You're solving the murder. You want to know who's the murderer. You are evaluate means you're finding the value. And normally, when you solve or evaluate, there needs to be an equal sign. Do you notice there's no equal sign here? So you cannot solve it. Even if they say solve the following, you cannot find what the value of x is because there's no equal sign. But if they say factorize, simplify, that means to neaten it. You get it? Or factorize is more than neaten. Sometimes it's in this form, but it looks neater in this form than in this form, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you see the word solve and evaluate, means you find the value of x or the unknown or whatever. But if you see factorize, simplify, that means it's just rearranging it maybe or making it neater or something like that. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Can you try E now?
Okay.
Are you stuck?
Is
Some,
it? I got stuck at the k square minus 16.
okay, you can do it already. So remember, okay, so I just stop screen share. One. Okay, I'm just going to revise this thing so that you are. So in an equation with a square, you have things like this. This is one form. Let's say you have three terms: the one with the square, the one with the x, and the number. In order to factorize this, you have to use the crisscross method, right? Right. What about this one? If they give you, do you need to use crisscross method or not?
No.
No. Huh? If you have only the first two, you just bring the x out over here and leave it like that. Okay. So now, hold on. If you have the last one here like that, and the last one like that, only one of them can be done by crisscross method. Is it the top or bottom? Yes. Down here, there's the first term and the last term. There's no middle term. This will never be able to factorize by crisscross method. This one is possible. This one is possible. Now, how to do this? Okay, I'll show you. X, and then you have plus 1, minus 1. Right, you have x squared minus 1, sorry. And then it's minus x plus x. Minus x plus x equals 0. Can you see the middle term is 0? Oh, you cannot see, man. Can see, huh?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, I need to reduce the timing. Okay, but anyway, x squared minus 1. The factorized version, look at this. X minus 1, x plus 1. X minus 1 or x plus 1, x minus 1. Now, I want you to observe a pattern. Huh? I'm going to give you a few sums to do. You try to factorize and make it like this. Okay, I'm going to give you, let's say now 4x squared minus 9. Can you try to factorize this? And then we look at the pattern so that you don't even need to do this next after this. This is one. Question number 2 is y squared minus 49. Okay. You tell me the answer you get, okay?
Uh, 2x minus 3 or 2x plus 3.
Well done. Okay, the other one below. Can you see the pattern, right?
Y minus 7, y plus 7.
Okay, come. Let us observe the pattern. What's the square root of this? Square root of 4 is
2.
2. Square root of x squared is
X.
square root of 9 is
3.
Do you notice this? So I can square root it. I just put plus and minus. I can square root this y, square root this, I think. What about the question you're looking at? Let me just share screen again. You tell me now, what is the thing? You said k squared minus 16, right?
Yeah.
Okay, without doing crisscross, tell me what's the answer now. You learn the pattern.
K minus 4, k plus 4.
Well done, well done. Okay, are you all right? So you have found, but remember what I said, Aqilah. If let's say you have a pattern like that, x squared plus 1 cannot be done. Cannot be done. It has to be minus, okay? because you want to get rid of the, you have to plus and minus, you will get a minus sign. This is only way to get rid of the center term. If it's positive sign, is plus plus, your center term will still be there. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, now we try those stuff that I think probably may come out lah. Okay, this one, you must know this one. So you try question A, please. You okay, Aqilah?
I'm trying to figure out how to do this.
Okay. This you need to combine them to have same denominator. So in order to do that, you can just do like this times this. For example, you have 1/2 plus 1/3, right? So how to do? Oh, this one times by 3. So you times the top by 3 also, right? Then times by 2. So you times the top by 2 also. So that means down here you got this one got a times 2y plus 7. So this one must times 2y plus 7 also. This one must times for the 3 must times by y minus 1. Bottom must be y minus 1. Then you can combine. But don't expand this. Just leave it in its bracket form. So you have something like that. Y minus 1, 2y plus 7.
So is it 9y plus 45?
Well done. But that can be factorized further. Take out the 9, please. How much do you get? What do you get?
Y plus 5.
Yeah, this is your answer. Right? Like this, eh? So you are almost there. You're almost there. Can we try one more? We try B now. We try B, yeah? Okay, Aqilah?
Yeah. The answer 3x squared plus 11x minus 4 over the denominator.
Okay. Repeat what you said. 3x.
3x squared plus 11x minus 4.
Can I?
Wait. Oh. Okay, sorry, I redo. Negative x plus 5 over 2x squared plus 5x minus 12.
So now here we go. Can you just show me? Okay. Did you factorize this? No.
I got x equals to negative 1.5 and x equals to 4.
X equals negative 1.5. X equals to 4. Okay, but equals to 4. That means you solve it, is it? Okay. Can I have a look? You show me your working. Okay, you're getting it right. You're getting it. Your answers are consistent. Yeah. Okay. Let me just see. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Yes. Here is it. Here it is. Now. So you see, you have canceled off the number that you took out the 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where's the 2? Okay, so if you, let's say now, just now, when you were doing the question, what question is this? Let's say 2k squared minus 32. First thing to do is to take out the 2, but you must leave the 2 outside the bracket. This becomes k squared minus 16. So the 2 is still here when you do k minus 4, k plus 4. So I didn't look at your final answer. I was celebrating your ability to do this one. But did you have a 2 down there early on? Or the 2 just drop off?
The 2 just dropped off.
Okay, the 2 can drop off if you have a equal sign. You see now, let's say I have a 0 down here. And then we have 2k. Okay, we have this one. 2k squared minus 16. So how can it drop off? I divide this by 2. You see, it disappears. I must also divide the right side by 2. So it looks as if it dropped off, but it actually went through the process of division, actually, which you cannot do if you don't have an equal sign. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes in school, you find, hey, how come the 2 can drop off? Now 2 cannot drop off. Well, you don't have an equal sign here. So you must still retain these 2. Are you clear?
Yeah.
Yeah. So down here now, I'm going to give you the factorized version then of this, because almost all the other parts you are okay. When you factorize this, you will get actually x plus 4 down here and 2x minus 3. Okay.
Mm.
And then on top, it was it 3x minus 1. Yeah. Yeah, 3x minus. Okay. So down here, in order for you to share the same denominator, you must multiply this denominator by 2x minus 3, right? So the top now is multiplied by 2x minus 3 also. So then when you combine, you will get minus x plus 5, and then the bottom part will be this denominator. Are you okay? You understand that? Huh? Okay, we move on. Okay, we're gonna try a question, quite interesting question. 15.
Do I do question 15?
Yeah, 15. That's right, 15. 15A first.
So is it kind of like make y the subject?
Ah, yes. You are supposed to make y the subject. Do you know how to do that? You must
I'll
bring y over
try.
the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're stuck, please tell me, okay?
How do I bring the 3 over?
Okay, can I have a look at can I have a look at what you have done so far? You showed me hold on, Okay, thank you. Okay, down here, right? So now, this is 1/6. 1 over t, right? T,
Yeah.
yeah? Okay. So, okay, so you have gotten this. In order to do this now, you have to combine this fraction to make it have the same denominator, which will be xt. Okay, then you have, is it minus over here? It's minus 3 over y.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, okay. Okay, you put minus 3 over y, no problem. And then you combine. After that, you can flip up, flip down, flip up, flip down. Remember? Let's say now I have half is equals to 2 over or 3 over 6. You agree that 6 over 3 is the same as 2 over 1? You
Yeah.
agree? So later on, you can flip it and then y is on top. And then you can get rid of negative 3. Are you okay?
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna try to do that.
Yeah, you try, yeah?
The negative sign is to -3, right?
It could be, you can even change it bottom or top, up to you. You want it to be negative 3, great. Then when you flip it, it belongs to the 3. No problem, no problem.
So when you bring -3 over, is plus, right?
Okay. Let's say that it's 3. When you can you see the screen?
Yeah.
When you bring negative 3 over, it becomes plus only if we are dealing with plus and minus. This is plus and minus. But you will get negative 3x equals to 21. Right? And you want to bring the negative 3 over, is no longer bringing it over plus becomes minus. This is actually dividing by negative 3. Then I divide by negative 3. So it appears here, yes. So you can bring the whole thing, it doesn't change the sign. You just divide it. If this is negative, then if negative, negative becomes positive. If it's not, it becomes like that. Are you okay? Not really.
I'm processing what you say. So it's divide.
Yeah, it's divide. So yours in that case is divide, right? You hold on. You're going to bring it over the to. Can you just show me your the thing? Let me take a screenshot and then okay. Let me just have a look. Let me just have a look first.
Okay.
This is the one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you combine, you get 2. Hold on. This is, what was the thing at first? 2xt. So 2 times t x. All right, good. Okay, this is correct. Let me just mark this. This part is okay. It's okay. You're gonna bring it down over there. Okay, this is empty. Okay, now then you flip. You did the flip y over -3. Okay, all right. Now, down here, if you have negative 3 plus y, you can bring over and become minus y, you can bring over become plus like that. But that's not the case actually. The case here is you want to get rid of it. How do you get rid of it? You have to get rid of it by multiplying by negative 3. Why you multiply? So that you can cancel. There's no more negative 3. But when you do that, you must also multiply by negative 3 on the right side. Are you okay? Okay, then you can proceed to see whether do you get the same.
So is it y equals to negative 3xt over 2t minus x?
Y equals to negative 3xt, yeah, over 2t minus x.
Minus
Okay.
x.
Yeah, okay, that's is okay. But sometimes you will see it like this. Sometimes your answer can be also written like this. This is now from the answer key, but both are correct. I want you to be able to see that actually it is the same thing. You see, is it really the same thing? It is the same thing, huh? Now, this is the same answer as your answer. Are you able? Yours is okay. I'm going to write down your answer. This is your answer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that it's the same or you cannot see it's the same?
I just like switch back the terms.
Yeah. Okay. So imagine if yours, I want to put the x this way, x minus 2t. In order for me to do that, I need to put the minus outside to keep it the same. So minus times x is minus x. Minus times minus give you plus 2t. So I didn't change anything. Do you agree?
Mhm.
So if at the bottom is like that, if the bottom is like that, and my top you say is negative 3t, negative divide negative tx 3t, negative 3tx, negative divided by negative is positive. Now I get 3tx over x minus 2t. Can you see now? Okay, why am I showing you this? In case sometimes you see that you see an equation like this. Example, x minus y. Okay. Sorry, there's no minus there. Okay, maybe. X minus y. And then yours is y minus x. Then they ask you to simplify. You know what I'm going to do? X minus y, I retain. Below, I'm going to switch it. I'm going to put x minus y. And I put a minus outside. Let us see what is true. Minus times plus x equals to minus x. You agree? Minus times minus give you plus y. You agree? These two are the same. Why do I do this? Because I may need to factorize to cancel it. Down here I get 1, down here I get minus 1. So 1 divided by minus 1, the answer is actually minus 1. Oh, the answer is actually minus 1. Can you see what I've done?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure you can see?
Yeah.
So although it looks like different, actually it's the same. But you can switch around and then you can simplify further. Okay, you try to solve B then. So you got your answer is acceptable, huh? You try to solve B.
equals to negative 180.
Well done. So how is it? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Can I just test you on something? Okay. They want you to simplify this. Huh? Can you simplify it? Well done. Wow, hebat, huh? Okay. So are you all right?
Yeah.
Is it okay to stop here?
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. All the best tomorrow.
Thank
Alright.
you.
What you message me what you want to go through for next lesson. If you're going through trigonometry, then maybe it's good for me to go through that. I leave it
Yeah.
to you.
Oh,
Okay.
we're going to right now
Trigo.
in math lesson. Yeah.
You how are you with it? You understand what they are teaching? Sokatwa and all that. You know what
Yeah.
it is?
Yeah. Yeah. The
Okay.
sin, cos, and tan. Yeah.
Okay. So you're no problem with that, huh?
No.
So you just message me before next Tuesday or so. Okay, what
Okay.
can go through. Bye bye.
Okay. Bye bye. Assalamualaikum.
Salam.